Hello, hello. It's Saturday. I already put on my Seint cream. If you don't have a lotion that you love, this is so phenomenal. I love it. It's so good. And then this is just their lip conditioner. I think the lip conditioners are on sale, 20% right now. So freaking delicious. Okay, I'm going to put on my matte screen. I don't know if these are still on sale. These were on sale for like 20%. I had just bought one, so I didn't buy anything, and I probably should have. That was dumb of me. But maybe they're still on sale. I should go check. This is just the matte screen, 40%. It's mineral, 100% mineral base, so it's really good. It's the best one to get. But anyways, get my SPF on. How's it been like a long morning? It's only 10:43. Oh my goodness, how funny. Worked out early. My son Jack came with me. And my girls are on like their first friend sleepover ever. I got to pick them up in about 20 minutes. So we'll see how it went. Hopefully it went well. But we're going to go, my mom's in town. So we're going to go and have a family lunch. And so I'm just still in nasty workout clothes. I like washed my face. I was like, oh, I gotta at least put my face on. Looks somewhat presentable. Okay, so I have some of my melasma shining through. You know, as you like more sun, like age spots, melasma, those things kind of tend to get darker, more pigmented. So I'm gonna try a trick today, and maybe you could try it too. I'm gonna go with my blend brush. This brush is so like awesome for color correcting, like kind of larger spots, even lighter blending underneath the eye, less is more. And it's also really good if you just want a more natural finish. This is really soft and fluffy, and so it picks up less product and rubs it in, blends it in a little bit more natural than if you have like a thick, compact brush. And there's days for all these brushes. I mean, I love this guy. I love my buff brush. But it's Saturday. Just want something, just kind of a little bit more coverage, even out my skin tone. But because I have my melasma, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it almost just like dirty. Why not? I'm going to actually go in with some Bella bronzer. So Bella bronzer, this is my Seint 3D foundation. These are magnetic little tins in my palette. And I'm going to go in and just kind of start buffing that in a little bit. And it just can kind of help to give me a little bit more coverage in those areas that I need. I'm going to actually just do it a little bit on the other side as well. Even if you just kind of want a maybe more sun-kissed, warmer look, you could put your Bella bronzer on first and try that. So I even have just kind of these acne breakouts. I just kind of put like a thin layer of this stuff on. So this is Bella bronzer. You can see that it's just really light application, nothing crazy. I'm just kind of going in and kind of swirling it on. And I want to keep my under eyes kind of lighter, so I'm kind of staying away from that area. A little bit on my nose. Same thing with right here, kind of left that alone. So all the spots where I kind of want to brighten, I didn't bring like tons of this bronzer on. I kind of like stayed away from those areas. But, okay. So that's just a thin layer of Bella bronzer. I'm going to skip Aspen today. I'm just going to go in with I'm going to get my 3D brush. I'm going to go into my highlights. Now, right now I'm kind of in between colors. This is Sandy, my true summer shade, and this is Candlelit, which is my winter main shade. And right now I just kind of like go back and forth. So I just tap, tap, tap back and forth, and I'm making my own foundation shade. So that's always an option for you. And I'm just kind of bouncing it and stippling it on. Just gonna color correct that a little bit. But wherever you want coverage, you're gonna put this darker main highlight. Now, my colors don't really matter to you. So if you grabbed your makeup and you're putting this on with me, this is your darker shade that you were matched to, and it's the one closest to your skin. Okay, so I have not put my contour on yet because I don't know. I should have. Now I want some coverage on my nose, so I'm just gonna bring that also onto my nose a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards now. I'm gonna go back into my contour now that I have just like my main highlight on. I'm just kind of, right now I'm using Indigo. It is a darker contour. Now Indigo is just making a natural shadow to wherever you have shadows naturally on your face. It's just mimicking those and enhancing those, making you like have the illusion of like strong cheekbones, you know. We all can use some help. Okay, now where I put that Bella bronzer, I don't want to come and swipe it because I'm just going to swipe away that coverage. So I'm just making sure that I pounce and I'm just pressing in the makeup into my skin to make it last for fuller coverage and to let the color correcting do its job. So it just goes on the perimeter, the outside of your forehead, your cheekbones. Now your main highlights, your brightening highlights, well, your highlights are all together in the highlight section when you go to shop. And then your contours have foundational coverage. And so those at many times will cover all your issues. If you have rosacea and you're just a little extra red or just more the fun breakouts. There are different things like Aspen, Bella bronzer. There's all these different things to help kind of color correct those, but your highlights could do the job. So I always would recommend to first try your highlights and see if they do the job. Most of the time they really do. But if you notice that you want a little bit more coverage, reach out and I could help you like what you would need. So I put on my contour. I'm gonna do a teeny bit down my nose. I'm gonna use my fingers. Rub it there. Just kind of up and down. And then whatever's left right underneath that lip. Okay, contour. Done. Let's go into, this is the 3D brush, the pointier end. I'm going to do my brightening areas. The little pinky color that I put on underneath my eye is Frenchy. It's a lip and cheek. And it just kind of helps like color correct those little blue, the darker spots that I have right there. So my brightening, I'm going to go into that. Grab your brightening. It's the lighter shade. If I color matched you and you're like, I have no idea which one's which, reach out. Tell me your two shades and I can quickly tell you which one's your brightening and which one's your main. Okay, so your brightening brings light to the center of your face. So it goes right there in between your brow. It goes your kind of fat part of your chin, your Cupid's bow, right there, the inner corner. I'm gonna bring whatever's left on my brush, color correct that redness. So this is what I mean by try your highlights first. My highlight 100% color corrected that redness. Look at the difference of those two eyes. So I didn't have to go in with Aspen or any other color corrector to cover the redness. So like I said, try your highlights first. Let them do their job. If you notice that you want more coverage and that it's not doing the job, then try those little different tips and tricks. Okay, so I'm gonna take my finger and go down my nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend, my favorite time. So I'm gonna use my 3D brush again, and I'm just gonna start tapping in to those brighter areas. I'm merging. So remember I put product here and here and nothing right there, like right on the spot of all my fine lines. And so I'm just kind of merging them and bringing them together. I want less is more, definitely. Okay. But if you want to know your colors, I highly, highly, highly suggest don't just go and guess. The colors, they're not like the way they're stacked. It's not just like, oh, you just go to the next shade and the next shade. No, some are the same depthness, but one's cool and one's warm. And then I'll jump up like 2 or 3 to the next warm color one that you might be. Some are more better for redness. Some are better for different things. So don't just guess. It's my job. I will totally help you. I'm totally like willing and happy to help you, just give you your color match. It's for free. It doesn't cost anything. And I'll just give you your perfect shades. The color match photo is important. So make sure you're standing in front of a window, 2 to 3 steps, no makeup, take that bare face selfie and send it to me. I feel like I have something in my eye. All right, so now I'm just kind of merging my contour and my highlights together, making sure my contours up into my hairline. And you notice I'm still just pouncing. Okay. All right, my jawline where I put that contour. This is the one spot where you blend down because your shadow's below your chin, down your neck. So I'm bringing that contour down to mimic that shadow. Okay, so that's that. What time is it? I have like 10 more minutes. Okay, I'm going in with the beautiful bronzer again. So even though I already put it on, I'm obsessed, people. I'm gonna put more on. So I'm just coming in, warming up my face with that Bella bronzer. And I'm just doing like a letter C. So my high points of my forehead, down into the high points of my cheeks. That's the first grade teacher in me. Everything's a letter, a number. Your contour is a number 3. I can't help myself. But you can see that the bronzer just really warms my face up. You can get the bottom of your chin. Your little tips of your nose will burn. Bring it down your neck. Especially if your neck really does not match. And like with or without makeup, necks don't match faces, right? And so your Bella bronzer is really important in bridging those gaps. You just kind of blend it. I like to flip it over. This is my blush and bronzer brush to the fluffy end. And just really make sure I didn't leave anything, kind of like airbrushes it out. This is my favorite blend brush. I love it. Okay, let's get a little bit lip and cheek. I want a gloss today. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. A little bit of Lolly. Lolly was a month or shade of the month. This is really bright color. It looks a little scary, doesn't it? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just gonna tap it, high points of my cheeks. Oh, hello, summer. So pretty. So I do go up on like the high points of my cheeks and I do kind of bring it up. Total personal preference. I've seen people who bring it actually almost like a raccoon mask, like down across their nose and cheeks. Totally up to you. But this is Lolly. Really, really pretty. If you brought it too forward, you just take your brush that you put your highlights on and you just kind of diffuse it. Because these are creams, I'm able to like move it. So I'm just totally taking the creams that are on my face here and just using those on a brush to kind of help diffuse it if I've brought the blush too high or too forward. Voila. I love these tricks and tips. Okay, but I kind of want to put that on my lips too. So I'm going to quickly line my lips. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Okay. So I keep this guy's almost out. It's my olive contour. I'm just using the line brush. I have like a hair. Oh, dude, it's a little hair. It's tickling me. I'm not really using it as a lip liner, but just to kind of like give my lips some dimension. So, you know, a little bit in between the Cupid's bow there. Okay. All right, let's get some of that Lolly on. My lips are more dry still. So like on these days, I really like just putting a gloss on. So Seint has Satins. Satins are matte. I love them. I've been obsessed with them, especially like on the cheeks. But they also have glosses and semi-glosses. Lolly is a gloss. I love it. Okay. Whoa. Messed up my phone. Okay. Almost done. Let's do a very simple eye. No, if you've been watching me, I always say simple, then all of a sudden it goes not simple. I'm going to keep to simple today. Okay, so this is my Vanilla Dust setting powder. I always take it over my eyelids. I did put that brightening highlight on to kind of prime and set to prime my eyes. And now I'm setting it with the powder. And since I'm here, I always then come and bring it on the parts if you're more oily or you just don't want as dewy as a finish. It's totally a personal preference. Some people really like that dewy. I think it's more youthful, but sometimes it glows a little bit too much for me. So if you just don't want it as glowy, as dewy, or if you're more oily and you're like, sister, get some powder on it. It helps to set it. It mattifies it. But then you could also do the setting spray. There's like Seint, and that is definitely a more dewy kind of look. So there's different options. Okay. Choices. Oh, I had a really pretty one. I'm just going to go to Mama. Mama's always in season. Mama's just this pink right here. Oh, let me show you. It's just a really soft pink. And I always just kind of bring it in my crease and above. I always try to go a little bit above just because I am a little bit hooded. My eyelids are. I'm just going to stick to 2 today. 1 matte. So this is my matte color, my Mama. And I'm going to do 1 shimmer. Okay, so I'm going to bring this underneath, flip the brush over. All these brushes are double-ended. So I'm bringing that same color Mama underneath my eyelashes, the bottom lash. I make a funny face every time. You're welcome. What's this color? I think this is Sis. I've been obsessed with Sis lately. It was brand new. Yep, Sis. It's been brand new to me. So, but watch. Just a little, just to get... Okay, I need more than that. With the shimmers, use your finger if you want a more bold look. If you want less bold, you just use the brush. Oops, that's the wrong color. Okay. But look how pretty that is. And then I'm just going to put some mascara on and be done. Okay. I didn't even do my brows. Let's see. Do I have a little bit of my olive contour still on the brush? Maybe. Okay. Mascara. I've used this Maybelline Colossal for I don't know how long. Way long. Sorry, my mirror's like down low. So, if you're interested, send me that selfie. It usually takes about 24 to 48 hours. Usually closer to 24, just in one day. I'll get you your match back. Unless I have some crazy baseball day or something. Always check your spam. So if I've messaged like, hey, it's bad, or I sent it, go check, and you can't find it, check the junk folder in your email. I don't know why they go there all the time. Okay, so this is my rose gold illuminator. Just gonna use a little bit. Now I did use a gloss on my cheek, so I don't need tons of extra glow, but why not a little bit? Take that brush. Okay, before I do my setting spray, I do have some friends that I don't like. So I literally am just taking, this is just the buff brush, or not the buff, what is this called? The smudge brush. It's an eyeshadow brush. But I'm just gonna go and kind of color correct any of these friends that I don't like, which is all of them. And I'm just spot correcting after I put my creams on. And so a lot of people try to correct those like beforehand, and then it just doesn't work. But I'm not even like blending anything in. I'm literally just tapping the product on. And I could even get this. I have one, even if it's in your blush. So I'll kind of spot correct that. And then I'll just go back over with my brush. Okay. So with a very light finger, just gonna kind of tap some of this. So especially this one on my cheek with a very light finger. I'm gonna get back into that blush that I used. Ugh, come on. So I just use the Lolly. And just kind of cover that back over. Now, makeup is not going to change the texture of your skin. You have a blemish, you have a blemish. If it's a raised zit, I mean, it's not going to take away. It's a raised zit, my friends. But it kind of helped to downplay it a little bit. You could also take a powder on top of it because light reflects off of the bumps, right? And so you can go back over any of your blemishes that you have with some powder. You could just take a light, soft brush and just kind of hit that. I have not, my husband was amazing and set up a desk for me. And I have not been able to find my powder ever since. So I'm just going to go back into my setting powder, which is Vanilla Dust, but it's a pressed powder, but that totally works too. And I'm just going to kind of set some of those spots, even just a teeny bit in my blush there. Because it's going to help if it's a little oily or not. It's also going to help set that makeup on top of it. Okay, I am done. I have everything on. I'm going to use the not the Coty. That was the powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is my second one of this. Not only does it smell freaking amazing, but I love it. I love this stuff. And it's like I've never used actually the Seint just because I had started with that already. And I just haven't bought the Seint one because I love this one so much. But I guess maybe I should try it since I'm selling it. If you have any questions, reach out. If you're interested in this glow, reach out. Bye.